Hello everyone, welcome to the Chiroptera project. I'm Daniel and today I'm going to be showing you all three versions of Advanced Alarm. So this is version 1. It's huge, it goes way above the clouds. Unbelievably huge. So the first part's meant to be graphics, the next 9 are for the numbers, for entering the numbers as well as modifying them, and the last 9 is for the 9 different functions. This was my original idea behind it, and well, it's extremely huge, massively huge. So the idea behind this one was you enter 9 sets of numbers, it then output, you then get to choose your function based on a general alarm system, and then you would be able to decide whether you wanted to do anything else from there as well. And some of those functions would then require you to take certain actions, like get out of the place. So the biggest problem with this one was really that it just straight out doesn't work. It was an extremely big project and it didn't go together properly. It had a lot of other functions as well, like it has the pulse option. So what did it actually do? So we've got, it's laggy due to how massive it is and the fact that the redstone goes such a distance. We've got away, we've got stay, we've got code, reset the code, we can reset the system if we want, we can exit, we can edit the phone, we can edit stay, edit away. Edit phone is if you wanted to give a remote service to someone. So we've got the security light, the phone, the panic button, stay tone, the away tone, all the different numbers, a end authentication, then we've got an away sensor input, an output, an input and an output. So just a few functions if you want to do something. I'll see if the panic button works. Probably won't, but we'll find out. You could also activate the panic using 7, 8 and 9. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work with it. Yeah, it is. So that's basically what this one sounded like. Yeah. This is version 2 of Advanced Alarm. In this one it also failed, but this time I did some significant changes. When I got bored through it, I decided, well, why don't I build a redstone torch? So I built a redstone torch. We've added a house to this one as well. This one is significantly shorter than the first one. That first part is actually a complete rebuild into it. This area here was meant to be used as timers. This area here was dedicated to the different functions, and then the code part of it is over there. That's the code part of it. So for all the different codes, figuring out if any of them are incorrect during the input sequence. This one had a few more working things on it, but I also removed quite a few of the functions as well, which I'll show off. First we'll get to the ground and start. I didn't show the security lights on the version 1. Again, we've got the phone as well. There was actually a bit more set up here, but redstone was remote monitoring, but unfortunately I haven't got much there. In terms of the house, so this is basically what it looks like on the inside. Doors are able to close itself once you enter. Yeah, so it's quite a standard place. The good part is you've got your bed and every single chest has been wired up, so the alarm can actually detect every single chest on board, and if any of them get triggered through stay, it will get notified of that. In terms of the actual system itself, this is one of the many portions of the code system, so as you can imagine, by the time you get the 9th code, this whole thing would light up. Unfortunately, I've stopped working on this mainly because when you tried to enter all 9 characters, it took a massively long time and I didn't want to wait. Now the reason why it's only showing the one here compared to the rest of there is because I actually cut this down to 4. With this one we've still got the pulse option. I believe it's now edit house instead of edit phone, and all the other options are basically the same still. Again, you've got the stay and away sensors as per normal. You've got house light this time. Instead of end authentication, you've got your stay and away tones. You've got the alarm light just as normal, so the security light. Alarm lights was for the lights up here, but which is different again. You've got your which in there and just went on a redstone torch. You get your status, which is basically your phone, and then you've got your security lights. So yeah, that's basically it for version 2. Next I'll probably show off version 3. So this is version 3 of Advanced Alarm. This time it actually works. The default code is 5. So in this one I've got a 6 system overwrite for the display system, which is only 5 on the, which on the previous one was done completely through an AND-gate control system. On this one it's dedicated, except there's only 5 instead of 6 because the last one doesn't have anything to overwrite besides itself. So yeah, it can display 12 different things just like the last 2. There's only one for the code, which is down here. There's a lot, all of here is actually used as a part of the different functions which used to be located on the other side of here. And there's, you can see where the graphic system works. Down there is where if the alarm gets set off, the time will automatically stop the alarm to continue to go off. The first 2 operate the same way in terms of the tone. With this one, it's a lot more loud when it sets off. Inside the house, we've made a few small changes. You notice the roof tiles. You notice there's a bit more wood up there. And then from there, everything else is pretty much exactly the same. This one, so in terms of the last one and this one, the height of this one compared to version 2 has not changed at all. However, this one's highly responsive and actually works properly. However, the last one had a, the sides of this one have been chopped down a little bit on both sides, so that makes it a little smaller. I guess I'll just show you what the set off the alarm system looks like. So now it's asking, it should be asking for end. Oh, I changed to it soon. There it is, it's changing. We can actually press the button out away. Now it's going to go into stay and wanting us to leave. Exit now. So on this one, we've removed the pulse option because it caused a lot of performance issues. All the other functions are still the same. There's no longer the capabilities to use the panic button. In fact, there's no panic button equipped at all. Used to be able to use 7, 8, 9 for the panic button, you no longer can. So you've got the stay sensor input, stay sensor output as per normal. Then from there, both the sides input-output systems have been removed as well because I decided I didn't think of much I could put on the side one, so I stopped putting anything there. The stay tone and away tone, you've got your general house lights, which also connects to the alarm lights, and then you've got your security lights. Now, the exit now is finished. We're now in armed, which means the system is now going to defend the house regardless of what we walk in. If we walk into stay, the whole system will set off straight away. However, if I walk into away, the system will actually give us a stay tone before setting off. And if we don't enter the code, which I'll perform a failure to enter the code in time, the system will just go off. So it's going to stay in away even though I haven't down. It's redstone. It's going to time out soon. And then from there it will time out from that. So So the only difference between this one and the last one is that it has to gradually move all the way through them. I decided adding 9 note blocks on both sides would be better, as it makes it a lot more loud compared to just having one, as you would have heard from the version 1 when I tried to set it off. Oh, also, this is what the outside light looks like from the inside, and this is what it looks like from the outside. Oh, and I didn't mention something else as well. This one, just like the other one, can detect fault both and stay with that. So in this case, I'm going to cause an even bigger issue, and because the second fault set off, it's now going to reset off again, because there's been a change, and now it's actually detected fault both. So thank you for watching. Whether you would like to like, dislike or subscribe is completely up to you. I'm Daniel, and I'll see when my next video is, and if I end up releasing one. I'm sure I'm going to release another one in the future, it's just a matter of when. The most valuable thing you can do for me as well is send me a comment. If you want to contact me on Discord, please do, because sitting at home doing this stuff gets really lonely. Yeah. So thank you for watching, and whatever happens in the future.